destiny. Every time it's on everything, the life you chasing, I'm cheddering. No matter the form of the weaponry, gotta keep stalking my destiny. Time's getting worse, I'm bettering. My sin is secure, ain't no tethering. I ain't gon' stop till I rest in peace and they put so hard on my grave lettering. Every time, I ain't lay back unless I'm in my 300. Circle is little, cause I keep it 100. Minus my issues, I'm so hard when I'm on it. 100% ain't enough, I get 200. Every time, know what I'ma run from. I'm that one opponent, you don't want none from. Manual van where my strength get pumped from. So let's go ride to a child of God. Standing toe to toe, hot now. The Lord is with me, you can't fight the rock. I got the sauce, you want out of high. The destiny mine, I'ma stalk it out. The strength is asking, you just bought it out. Your giant carcass, I'ma walk it out. You gon' be wishing that you wouldn't have called me out. Cause every time be on that throw down, let's get us a showdown. Come and get some, I got another go around. Big as it is, so hard they go down. Since destiny something we can't change, but quitting will stop you from great gains. And faith will make capable great things. I done decided to break pain. Lives around and call me on my A game, so speed like the A train. The thing that I'm stalking on, I gotta maintain. I'm by myself, I don't gang bang. When you wanna get in my crown, then I'm down every time, not just now and then. Yeah, I heard you got your thousands, but me, yo, I got my 10,000s. God gave me dreams doing that, I would chest it.
I'm steady chasing, I'm staying focused on what I'm gonna be. I'm making it
Hey, BFAM 109.6. Welcome to Tea Time with Tarah, live and on air. I am your host, Tarah M. Williams, the voice of faith, hope, love, and leadership. Here we discuss business and Bible basics. We believe you have a voice and it needs to be heard. Please be sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube page. You can find that at Stalk Your Destiny. Also, catch episodes of my show, the Tea Time with Tarah show, where I interview guests and I ask them what do they need on their journey to stalking their destiny. You can connect with me on different social media platforms. At Instagram, I am at Stalk Your Destiny Official. And on Facebook, I am at Tarah M. Williams. For those of you who don't see it on the screen, but you're listening in, that's TARAHM Williams. Again, I am Tarah M. Williams, the voice of faith, hope, love, and leadership. Welcome to Tea Time with Tarah, live and on air. Okay, thanks guys for tuning in. This show is still fairly new. I believe this is our third show with you guys. So thank you for tuning in. We had great numbers last week. And so share this with somebody, y'all. Let them know 2:00 Eastern Standard Time. We are live on air at BFAM 109.6.com and on YouTube at Stalk Your Destiny. Okay. Now, like we do every week, around about 2:05 p.m., I'm going to give you guys a quote from my book, ABCs to Stalk Your Destiny. Now, you can find this book and other products that I have at www.stalkyourdestiny.com/shop. You can find this. And this book is interactive as well. I don't know if I told you guys about it, but this book goes from A to Z of what I call the ABCs to Stalk Your Destiny. And so at the end of each chapter, it's written in essay form. And at the end of each chapter, you have a space that says food for thought. Okay, it says food for thought, and there are about 2 questions there and a space for you to write in it. So not only are you gaining knowledge about what's needed to stalk your destiny, but you're also doing the work to change your own mindset, to change your own life. Okay, so that's the ABCs to Stalk Your Destiny, and that's where we're pulling in the inspiration quotes that I will share with you guys every week. We are currently pulling from there. Today, we're pulling from the chapter called Chance, okay? And so the quote for the day, something I want you to think about, the food for thought for the day is, we cannot continue to do things one way and expect different results. Let go and try something new. Again, we cannot continue to do things one way and expect different results. Let go and try something new. And so with that, guys, the important part about that is the letting go. Because who wants to let go of what they're comfortable doing? First of all, trying new things, period, is hard. Okay. Like, people struggle with that. I don't know if you struggle with it, but I do sometimes. Okay. Trying new things takes an open heart and mind and a willingness, to see how it can be done, or even to believe whether or not something can work, and so sometimes some people call this insanity. It's not the actual definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and hoping for a different result. That's not the actual definition of insanity, but that's what we know it as. We know that that's insane, to never pivot, to never adjust, to never change the direction of what you're doing or the way that you're doing something in order to get to the new. Okay. And so think about that. What's something in your life, or just in this day? What is something in this day that you do repeatedly that may not have been working for you? And if you just changed one thing, we all know our own capacity. And sometimes your capacity, is large. You can handle change. You're good with change. That doesn't bother you. You can just go with the flow, right? But for those of us who struggle with going with the flow, sometimes you need baby steps. So what is one thing you can change, in your life to go in the direction you actually want it to go? What's one thing you can adjust? Okay. And so I forgot to shout out our sponsors for this month. This month, the show is sponsored by yours truly, Tarah M. Williams with Stalk Your Destiny. Okay. And so at Stalk Your Destiny, you guys, we believe that everything you want to become, you already are. In Stalk Your Destiny, I set out to encourage people with my faith. I set out to help people have hope because they gain clarity of their mind, dealing with their identity, direction, and accountability. And what that goes into is who you are, where you are in your life, where you want to go in your life, and how you're going to get there. And so we do that by way of creating roadmap to success, talking about obstacles you may need to overcome, helping you process mentally, emotionally, and even spiritually, whatever it is that you need to overcome or to gain in order to live the life you desire to live. That's if you have a job. That's if you have a business. That's if you have a product or an event, things like that. In Stalk Your Destiny, as a life coach and a chaos coordinator, I basically help you get your shit together. That's the meat of it, okay? I help you get your shit together and I show up for you and I support you and encourage you in a way that you may not have had before, but in a way that may be necessary for you to go from A to Z on your journey, okay? So think about that quote and think about if you need to stalk your destiny, if you're ready to take the steps towards stalking your destiny. Okay, think about those things. So today in our daily devotional, and you guys, we do this around 2:10 every Monday. Okay, and this is from my book Earthly Branches. It's a 12-book series by yours truly, Tarah M. Williams. And this month we've been focusing on new beginnings. So if you haven't caught me live on the radio, if you haven't caught me live on my YouTube page, you can go back and watch or listen to the things that I've talked about before with New Beginnings, because that's the series that we're in for the month of August. Okay, we are in week 3 today, and surprisingly, it deals with my favorite book and chapter from the Bible. Y'all do know this is business and Bible basics, so we're not gonna act weird, okay? When it comes to that, this is business and Bible basics, and we're going to have a good time in learning and talking about these things today, okay? So the weekly read today is from Isaiah 55, okay? And I am going to read the whole thing because it's not that long, but also because I'm going to speak about it later. And so I want you guys to be able to hear it. And then I'm going to reiterate it when I start to put in, like, what does that have to do with business? Or what does that have to do with the new beginnings journey? Things like that, I will go over it, okay? So this says, oops, I lost my page. It says, come all who are thirsty, Come to the waters, and you who have no money, come, buy, eat. Come buy wine and milk without money and without cost. Why spend money on what is not bread and your labor on what does not satisfy? Listen, listen to me and eat what is good, and you will delight in the richest of fare. Give ear and come to me. Listen that you may live. I will make an everlasting covenant with you, my faithful love promised to David. See, I have made him a witness to the peoples, a ruler and commander of the peoples. Surely you will summon nations you know not, and nations that do not know you will come running to you because of the Lord your God, the Holy One of Israel, for he has endowed you with splendor. Seek the Lord while he may be found. Call on him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake their ways and the unrighteous their thoughts. Let them turn to the Lord, and he will have mercy on them, and to our God, for he will freely pardon. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. As the rain and the snow come down from heaven and do not return to it without watering the earth and making it bud and flourish so that it yields seed for the sower and bread for the eater, so is my word that goes out from my mouth. It will not return to me empty, but will accomplish what I desire and achieve the purpose for which I sent it. You will go out in joy and be led forth in peace. The mountains and hills will burst into song before you, and all the trees of the field will clap their hands. Instead of the thorn bush will grow the juniper, and instead of briars, the myrtle will grow. This will be for the Lord's renown, for an everlasting sign that will endure forever. Okay, y'all? And that is Isaiah 55, my favorite book and chapter of the Bible completely. Okay. Now, let's get into this talk, okay? So one of the points here says, thirsty are those without. Thirsty are those who are without. God still says to come, buy, and eat. His wealth is for us all. He reminds us to delight in the richest of fare, to spend on what is good for us, and to be satisfied in our labor, okay? And so the daily focus for today, because y'all know this book, it has points in it, a daily focus in it, and a question of the day. This is also an interactive book. So the daily focus for this first point is, even when you are without, you have all you need, okay? And we're going to get into that, y'all, when we talk about the topic for today. Even when you are without, you have all you need, okay? And so the question for this first point is, what are you spending your money on? I saw a video this morning, and the coach, it was another coach that I was watching, and she was saying that people have money for bundles of hair. People have money for whatever food they want to eat. People have money for trips, travel, clothing, everything. People have money for what they want to spend their money on. But what are you spending your money on? Okay? What are you spending your money on? And is it something that is replenishing your life? Is it something that is taking your life to the next level? Is it something that's blessing someone else? You know, sometimes we give to people that squander things. Think about that. We give to people that don't appreciate our giving. We give to people that are spending on something that's not going to benefit their life. Okay. But what are you spending your money on? You know, and even in spending money, even in spending time in terms of your labor, are you happy to do it? There was something else I was having a conversation about, and I included in that conversation that we need to be of good cheer, you know, and be a cheerful giver. And so when you're giving your time, your energy, and efforts, you know how you do that and you have an attitude about it? That's because you didn't want to do it in the first place. And it's something you just don't want to do, okay? And so what I've learned over the years is to honor yourself. If you cannot honor your yes and you're not happy to do it, or to spend your money, or to labor, to work, if you're not happy to do those things, then it should be a no for you. Okay? So, what are you spending your money on? Right? The second point says, God keeps his promises as he did with David. The splendor of God endowed on you will take you places you have never dreamed of. I'm going to read that again because I stumbled a little bit. It says, God keeps his promises as he did with David. Okay. The splendor of God endowed on you will take you places you have never dreamed of. Call on God for the direction of your life and purpose. I told y'all I'm a life coach. It's based on following some of these principles of the Bible. Okay. Call on God for direction of your life and purpose for his plans. Okay. And so the daily focus here is you will go places you have never been. I don't know how many of y'all need to know that. Just trusting God's plan, if God's speaking over your life, you're going places you have never been, which means you won't know what they look like. You can't prepare for what it feels like sometimes. That doesn't just mean all the glory of everything. That means that you're going to enter into something new, a new beginning, a new phase, in your life, a new thing. And again, we talked about change. Now, you could tiptoe into it if you want to, if you need to, but if God's calling you to go, then go to those places, because you're also going to experience things you've never imagined, and we know that God's plans are for our good. Okay. So, which leads me to the question of the day that says, do you trust God's promises over your life? Excuse me. Do you trust God's promises over your life? And it's so on your journey of things too, we get to the point where it's like God says, go left. And we're like, no, God, it looks good to go right. It looks way better. Going right looks like milk and honey. Going right, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. And God's like, no, I said, go left. Trust me, and we're at a crossroad and we have to make a decision. Am I going to go with what I see? Am I going to trust God and walk by faith? And so do you trust God's promises over your life? Because he's going to take you places you've never been before. He's going to show you things he's never shown you before, in this journey. And so the third point here says, give up your wicked ways. Give it up. Give it up. Thoughts that are not of God are not righteous. Turn to the Lord for what you need. There is no shame in wanting to better yourself. I'm going to say that again for people who need to know that. Absolutely need to know. There is no shame in wanting to better yourself. Funny thing is, I was getting ready for this today and I had a thought, and I don't know why, because I don't really care for these things anyway. I don't care for competition. I don't care for comparison. But I had a thought as I was brushing my hair today, and I was just like, the only person that I'm competing with, that I'm trying to be better than or get to that level, is me 6 months to a year from now. And I know that's a short time. It is a short time. That means I have many steps to take in between now and 6 months from now. I have every day and all those hours and all those minutes to be better and to reach that person that I will be in 6 months, to reach that person and be better, to be the person I will be in a year from now. So there's no shame in wanting to better yourself. The thing there is just that be careful what you compare yourself to, because comparison is what kills your dreams and your destiny. Comparison is very discouraging unless you're saying that I'm reaching toward this particular mark and this is the direction I'm going in, which God told me to, and I'm following that. There's no shame in wanting to better yourself. Okay. The daily focus here is loose your wicked ways and thoughts. And so that's just saying, like, we all have moments, and I'm sure we all do, okay, where we want to pop off, especially in this, it's 2024 now, okay? We all like, don't play with it, okay? Don't play with me. And some people could pop off, without saying a word. You just look at somebody like, don't try me. They say try Jesus, don't try me. Okay. And I think that's hilarious, but it's the truth. Try Jesus, don't try me, because we can think wicked thoughts. We can have wicked thoughts. And so we have to release those things. We got to let those things go. It doesn't help you get closer to your purpose. It doesn't help you be a better, more beautiful, brighter light for God or yourself. It doesn't help you love you better. Okay. Your wicked, evil plans and thoughts will always come back to you. They will always come back to you. Okay. And so be careful about that. Be careful your wicked, evil ways and thoughts towards other people and towards yourself. Be kind to yourself. What have you gained from being wicked to you? What have you gained from being evil towards yourself, hateful towards yourself? If you don't like something about yourself, you have every right to change what it is about yourself that you don't like. And I don't mean appearances. I'm not talking about vanity. I'm not talking about go to get a BBL. I'm not talking about taking pills to heighten other things in your life. I'm saying that you can work on loving yourself as you are. I'm saying that if you have ill feelings towards yourself, you can address those things after you're honest with the fact that you may or may not like it. Okay? Adjust. Better yourself, okay? And so the question of the day for this point is, what ways or thoughts do you need to give up? What ways or thoughts do you need to give up? Okay. For the sake of time, I can go ahead and do one more of these, I think. Yeah, I can do one more. So this one says, because I'm going to talk about this more, y'all. When we get to the business topic of the day, I'm going to come back to this scripture. So stick with me. Okay, we're going to come back to it, and I'm going to teach in a minute. Okay. But the fourth point, since I have a little bit of time to just share with you guys, says God's ways are higher than ours. What he allows is purposed for growth. And the rain and the snow water the earth and cause it to flourish. He yields good for us. God does. Okay. And so the daily focus here is God knows better than we do. God knows better than we do. And the question here says, who else is like our God? And it says, no other. I don't care what listen, y'all are on here, so this is business and Bible basics. But let me tell you, I don't care if you're on here and this is resonating with you and you believe that other gods exist. Sun goddess, moon goddess, all these different things. I don't care, that you believe those things. But who else is like our God? Who else, is like our God? Who is omnipresent? Who is omniscient? Who is omnipotent? Okay. All knowing, all seeing, all powerful, everywhere. That's the kind of God that we serve, that everywhere we go, every thought we have, whatever it is, we can be in God's presence no matter where we are. Okay. So, take a minute and think about that. That is amazing that whenever you need God, or whenever you just want to pause and say, Father, I thank you for being here with me, that you can just say it like, God, I'm so grateful. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. Or like, God, hey, you saw what just happened. Like, avenge on my behalf. Okay. Even those things, God is there with us. There's no other like God. It's so many names because he's all these things to us: comforter, provider, Prince of Peace, all those different things, lawyer, doctor, whatever, God is everything to us. And who else is like him? So purpose, if you don't get anything else from this today, y'all, purpose to trust God more and to live a life where you honor yourself and you honor God, because his plans are for your good, no matter what you're going through. Yes, life be lifing, and it is lifing, and all of those different things, but God is still good, and life while we're living is still good. So don't take that for granted. Okay. All right, y'all, it's about 2:25 p.m. and let me tell you a little bit more about Stalk Your Destiny. our sponsor this month and how you can work with me, Tarah M. Williams. Okay. So if you need to do, you say, okay, well, Tarah, I like what I'm hearing on your show. You know, I like what I hear on Tea Time with Tarah live and on air. You know, I've checked you out and I just want to have a conversation with you. Guess what? Okay. For that conversation, you just go to stan.store/stalk your destiny. And with that, and I'm sorry that's not on the screen, guys. I didn't preface that part. But stan.store/stalk your destiny. Okay. You go there and you book a chat with a coach. That is a 45-minute phone call. No, it's not like therapy. I don't need your preliminary information. When you call me, I just need to know, like, hey, how can I help you? You know? So if you need to chat with a life coach, you need some type of advice regarding your goals, regarding an obstacle, regarding your relationship, whatever, 45 minutes. You like, I just want a quick phone call. You know, I feel like I might need a life coach. I'm going to do a quick phone call. You can schedule that session with me. That's called a chat with the coach. If you just want to see if I can help you with what you have going on, you can book a discovery call with me. And so on the discovery call, we have about 20 minutes on that call, and we just get to go over what it is you're working on, what do you need help with, and let's see how I can help you or if I can help you. If I can't help you, then I can give you information on what I think you can do to move forward in whatever situation or project you may be working on. Okay, so again, all these you can go to stan.store/stalk your destiny to book your appointment. That's a discovery call. If you just want to see if I can help you with your project or whatever it is going forward, life coaching. If you just want to chat with the coach, you know, you don't want to keep calling me and all that. You just need to talk to somebody. Then you can book a chat with the coach. If you would like a virtual session for up to 2 hours to go over your goals, whether that's financial goals, whether that's your ministry, whether that's, you know, you want to transition from your job, you just want to be a better person, you know, you just need to set goals for your life because you want to live and live well and intentionally. Okay. You can book that one-on-one session with me. It's a coaching session, one-on-one. And if you feel like you need more time, more depth, more whatever, whether that means you want to just talk because you need to be heard and you don't need a therapist, but you need someone that's going to listen and support, encourage, and guide. Then for that, you would book a VIP session. Also, if you need things done in your company, in your small business, things like that nature, you would book a VIP session with me. And in the VIP session, we would get all of those things done. I am known for asking people, what do you need done and when are you going to do it? And if we have time to do it while we're together, I'm going to say, let's get it done. Because the biggest thing is that you don't get things done because you need someone right there with you to do it. And so with Stalk Your Destiny, if you book the VIP session, that's what I'm there for. If you book the one-on-one coaching session, that's what I'm also there for. Also, you can visit www.stalkyourdestiny to learn a little bit more about me. You can see where I've been published or interviewed on internet magazine sites or online interviews and things like that. You can get a little bit more detail about my company, who I am, or a little bit more about me on those things. Okay. And if you wanted to buy my products, which I have a line of planners and accountability tools to help you go forward. And then I have my books, the devotionals, the interactive business book, a novel, those different things, y'all. You can go to stalkyourdestiny.com/shop. And if you missed any of those websites, you can always come back to the video on YouTube. Or hopefully if you're listening live right now, you can write those things down. Okay. If you just remember Stalk Your Destiny, you'll find what you need to find with me. And so this company is the sponsor for the Tea Time with Tarah live and on air, as you all are seeing for this month. Okay. And so check me out, book your sessions. Let me help you change your life. And again, while we're on now, don't forget to like, share, comment, whatever you need to do to interact with me while I'm live. Okay. So our business topic for this week. Okay. Our business topic for this week is you have what you need for the journey. Okay? You have what you need for the journey. And so I had mentioned before that in the ABCs to Stalk Your Destiny book, that the quote today came from the chapter called Chance. Okay. And so with the quote coming from the chapter called Chance, then I wanted to talk to you guys about taking a chance and betting on you. Because we're talking about new beginnings here, new beginnings all month of August, which is the 8th month of the year. Number 8 equals new beginnings, for those of you who care about that. And so taking a chance and betting on you. And the topic being, you have what you need for the journey. Okay. So I mentioned before that I am on a journey right now. And I think we can all attest to, in some part of our life, we're on a journey, because you transition from one thing to the next. And when things in your life change or shift, then you are on a journey of a new beginning. Something has transpired in your life, whether that's the passing of a loved one, whether that's the birth of a new child, a new family member, whether that's a move, a change of job, a promotion, all of these different things. Okay. And so you have what you need for the journey. Oftentimes we think that we need more than what we truly need. Okay. And when I made my move, recently, I made a move from the Midwest to Georgia. And so in making that move, I had to leave so much stuff behind. And in leaving that stuff behind, I'm like, what in the world is going on here? Why am I leaving so much behind when I'm thinking, oh yeah, I have everything I need. I'm taking it with me. What if God told you to leave what you thought you needed behind, and then told you that everything you could hold in your hands was more than enough? Would you still take a chance? Would you still bet on you? How would that cause you to feel? Okay. Now, for me, it was terrifying. And I imagine it would be terrifying for you guys too. Like, what? I have to leave everything behind, and even in Isaiah 55, where it says, come, buy, eat, do all these things without money. What happens when God allows your land to dry up so that you can totally depend on him for your journey and say, like, I got you, I got your back, will you increase your faith in that? Will you take that chance and bet on you? Because also the part of this, that's not just God, it's not just faith, it's knowing that you are enough. Men, women, y'all are enough. Okay. However you identify. Okay. Knowing that we as humans are enough, like you have enough, in Stalk Your Destiny, we say everything you want to become, you already are. So taking a chance and betting on you, because you matter, because you are worthy. Like, you have things on the inside of you that other people don't have, and I don't want to say this just like I'm just boasting people up or boosting your positivity and all that. No, life can be hard as hell. New journeys can be very, very hard. When you're stepping into new territory that you're not familiar with, that can be a shell shocker for you. Okay. And so are you willing to trust God? And are you willing to bet on you? Because having what you need for the journey, sometimes it's like, I don't even have enough for the day. How do I have enough for the journey? Like, how am I ever going to make it from point A to point B if I don't even have what I need for the next hour, And this comes with stretching your faith. So I hope that those of you who are tuning in, who are listening and watching this on YouTube, I hope that this is stretching your faith to say, I want to believe bigger. I want to believe God for more. I want to see his hand at work in my life. Like, I've been in a strain with God and I just want to see God come through for me, or whatever. Like, will you trust God with a little? Because we know that the Bible says that his grace is sufficient. His grace is sufficient. And that means that it is sufficient for each day. It's sufficient for each moment. And I can tell you guys, in walking this thing out, this faith walk, this journey that I have been on personally, even when I don't have, I have more than enough. And I'm not saying that to be humble. It's not. I'm not trying to. I don't do sugar. I'm not sugarcoating anything for you guys. I'm not trying to make something pretty that's not pretty. Okay. Even when I don't have enough, I have enough. Sometimes we have to leave room for God to show us that He is God alone. God does not need your help. God does not need, I thought I was God's little helper. I'm like, God, I'm here. I'm ready to serve. I'm so willing. I'm thinking I'm His helper. And God's like, I don't need you to be me in your life. Okay. So for those of us with all these leadership abilities, capabilities, and, we want to come in and we want to just get to work. We're so willing. We want to just get to work. Sometimes God will sit you down and say, listen, little person. Okay, ma'am, sir. No, I don't need you to be God for me. I am God in your life. I need you to trust me. I need you to know that my grace is sufficient for each day. Whatever you need of me. Okay. I need you to know that I am more than enough. And I need you to know that you're worth it. I need you to jump in this water right here so that, sorry, y'all, this hair is getting in my face. I need you to jump in this water right here so that you can see that you can trust me. And y'all, please don't literally jump in water. I was using that figuratively, okay? What I mean is when we go to a situation and we tiptoe and God says, come on in. I'm here. Come on in, okay? Trust that you won't fail. Trust that you won't fail. And even if you do fail, imagine how many people have succeeded after hundreds of failures. Michael Jordan said something about, yes, I did all of this X, Y, and Z, but I failed way more than I succeeded. Most millionaires say that. Most people we hear about, most celebrities, they say, I failed way more than I succeeded. Okay. And so if you want to do something new with your life, you want to do something new in your life, don't be afraid of failure. In fact, embrace failure. Run after that challenge. Okay. Run towards it, I should say. Run towards the challenge. Because the quicker you run towards it, the quicker you'll learn a lesson. And even if you fail, you learn something in that about, okay, well, I failed, but this part of it worked and that part of it didn't. Bet on you. Bet on you. Like, you're worth it. You got what you need. You know what you're good at. You know where you suck at something. But the only way to get better at what we're bad at is to practice it. And, people say practice makes perfect or perfect practice makes perfect. Well, you can't have perfect practice to something you're not good at. But you can purpose to practice until you're good at it. You can purpose to keep trying the technique and failing at it until you master it. Okay? So be willing to bet on you. And take inventory of what you have in your hands. This says you have what you need for the journey. So sometimes we're like, but God, I don't have this. But God, I don't have that. But. Okay, like, first of all, cut out the complaining, because complaining serves you absolutely nothing. Complaining gets you absolutely nowhere. Now, I'm not saying you don't need to talk things out. Talk it out. But when you get done, be done. Don't sit there in it. Nobody's going to feel sorry for you. Nobody. Like, don't look for that pity party of things, okay? Stop focusing on what you don't have. When we focus on what we don't have, yes, you can take inventory and say, I need X, Y, and Z. I need those things. Cool, great. But what can you do with A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, all of those things? What can you do with all the things you do have? Out of 26 letters of the alphabet, you're missing 3. What can you do with the ones you do have? What can you do with what's in your hands? And most times we lose what we take for granted. And y'all, I ain't even trying to go there. relationships of all kinds with family members, romantic relationships, friendships, things you take for granted, you lose. It falls right through your hands because you didn't take inventory of what you had. You didn't take hold of what you had. So y'all, man, I don't know who watching or listening today. Take a look at what's in front of you. Take a look at the blessings that are in your life and the people. For some of y'all, it's the people around you. Take a look at them and appreciate them. Appreciate them for being who they are, for being where they are in your life, the whatever role they play. Take a look at those people and say, thank you. Thank you. Because you are something I need for this journey that I am on right now. You have something that I need, and I appreciate you. Start being thankful, y'all. I know people say, oh, have an attitude of gratitude. Yeah, that's cute. That's cute. Have an attitude of gratitude. You really should, though. When you're taking inventory of what is in your hands, we've got to be grateful that we have two hands full of magic, two hands full of things, goods, services, products, whatever it is. You know, you can get to the lowest of low and still have more than enough. And I'm not saying that we should live a low life, but I am saying that every moment that you're alive, every movement of your body, every working system in your body, every smile you can smile at a stranger or the people you see around you every day, stop taking that for granted. You know, some people wake up and they don't even like the people in their households. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Why do you wake up so hateful? Why do you wake up so angry? What is the problem? See, that's where you have to take inventory of yourself now. You can't bet on you because you're nasty. You're nasty internally, which means you need to find a way to love you. Find a way to love who God made you, what God made you, and find something that you love about yourself that you can cherish and that will help you to give out better to others, that will help you to think better about your future and to be kinder to yourself and to the people around you. Okay? So also, and I'm not saying none of this to beat you guys up, but I'm saying take inventory of what is in your hands. Sometimes what's in your hands is your nasty ass attitude. Sometimes what's in your hand is ungratefulness. Sometimes what's in your hand is jealousy, hate. Take inventory of those things and get rid of them. Get rid of them. Like I said, what I want to be, who I want to be, is I want to be better or go after me in the next 6 months, me in the next year. I want to be a better human being. I want to be better for this world. We're all in this world, you guys. And those of you who maybe have grown up in the church or are familiar with this, it's many members of people in this world and one body of Christ, which means we all have something beautiful about ourselves that we can provide to the next person. And the worlds that we change around us, have to do with every life that we touch and come in contact with. Are you being a blessing and are you being blessed? Okay? Even if it's just your beautiful smile, your eyes, your nose, you never know what it is about you that someone else loves. You never know what it is about you that someone else is blessed by just seeing you, hearing you speak, the mention of you. Okay? Just you. Take a chance and bet on you. Every last person is worth that. Take a chance and bet on you. Take inventory of what's in your hands that you can bless the world with and what you can get rid of to bless yourself and the world, make yourself feel better about you, and speak to what you wish to see. Okay, that's Isaiah 55:11. Okay, it says, so is my word that goes out from my mouth. It will not return to me empty, but will achieve the purpose for which I sent it. Okay, that means that if I say it, I'm going to see it. Okay, and so don't spend so much time speaking on the negative that you're not turning it into a positive. Okay. And even I had to be mindful about that myself. I had to be mindful about that in my prayer time, because I can get to praying and it's just complaints. Lord, why this? What is this? I don't even like that. We can get caught up in venting to God, and it's nothing wrong with venting to God. Okay. But be mindful that you're not meditating on those negative things, which means that when I pray, I'm going to ask God for what I want and need. I'm not going to stay in the place of things I don't. Lord, I don't want this. I don't want that. I don't know why. No, no. Reassess yourself, calm it down a little bit, and say, Lord, I need you. I need healing. I need restoration. I need joy. I need love. You know, begin to speak the things you wish to see. You know, you can express about a hardship. And then even me, I'm going to ask people, I ask all the time, then what do you want to do about it? What do you want to do about it? You know? And so that's what you should be speaking. You know, I speak that I wake up daily to change lives. That doesn't always mean that I'm gonna wake up and the day's gonna be about me. Sometimes I'm not even on my list for the day, because I'm waking up daily to be a vessel, waking up daily to serve, to honor, all of those things, right? So sometimes that puts in, and I have to go to God and say, well, what about me, Lord? You know, what about me? Because you care about me too. Why am I just caring about all these people? It's just like, child, simmer down. Okay. I do care about you. And now is the time for you to do you. Now is the time, let me replenish you so you can have more to give out. Okay. So be mindful of what you speak. And that goes back to verse 10 of that as well. 9 and 10, I think, where it says, as the rain and snow come down to the earth, and it does not return, okay, without watering the earth and making it bud and flourish, so that there is seed, there's food for the eater and seed for the sower, right? Then it says, so is my word. So every time we speak out of our mouths, this should be nurturing to someone else. It should be nourishment to someone else. Me speaking to you all and you hearing me should be feeding you something you need, right? I'm giving you seed. I'm giving you food for those of you who need to fill up on this goodness. You need to fill up on inspiration and motivation, and knowing that God's got your back. He cares about you. Your words are seeds. Your words produce things. And it's just not just about, oh, I'm manifesting something. You're manifesting, great, wonderful. Be mindful that every time you say something, you're manifesting something. Be mindful of what you want to put out into the earth that others can benefit from. Okay. Speak what you wish to see. If you don't want to see it, go write it down in a journal and get over it, and deal with it on paper. Deal with it in prayer. Okay. But when you begin to speak, and even when you're correcting somebody, especially y'all, we have children going back to school, and I'm going to say this because I am a mother of 3. Okay. Talk to those kids as if you are talking to the love of your life, as if you are talking to your biggest blessing in your life. Speak to your kids what you wish to see, not what you don't wish to see. Speak to them highly. I don't care how bad you feel about yourself. Go deal with you. Speak to them in the manner you wish to see them. You wish to see them well, healthy, happy, making intelligent choices. You speak to them in that manner. Okay, y'all? And that's just for anybody comes across children. Okay, young people. Our young people need that. If you want to encourage young people, you wish our young people would do better, speak better to them, speak better about them. And if you can't, then shut up. And I mean that by, I grew up, and I don't know if y'all are 80s babies or whatever, okay? But if you don't have nothing nice to say, please don't say anything. And I'm not talking about the way of correcting people or situations. Some things, you have to correct things, but you don't have to spew hate or evil words. Get those wicked thoughts and words, throw them out, address yourself, and then address the situation in love and decency and honor, especially when you are speaking to a child or a young adult. Be mindful of that. They need you to speak life into them, just like I'm speaking life into you right now. You're not listening to this because you don't need life spoken into you. You're listening in because you need to know what I'm saying. You want to know what I'm saying, or you just need to sit under that word of God. Okay? Do right by yourself. I love that James Brown said that all the time. Do right by yourself so that you can honor others. Okay? All right, y'all. Whew, that was a lot. Hey, comment below and let me know those of you that are on YouTube, comment below, let me know what you thought of this. Those of you who are watching on Facebook, comment below and let me know what you thought about this. What did you take from this, or what resonated with you? Okay. If you want to become a sponsor, y'all, you want to just be a supporter of the show. You may not have a business or anything, but you just want to show your support. You can do so. You can make a donation to my Cash App at Stalk. It's hashtag Stalk Your Destiny, and that's Stalk STALK Your Destiny, and that's Cash App. If you just want to make a donation to support the show. Also, if you want to make a donation to support the show, you can go to paypal.me/stalkyourdestiny. That's paypal.me/stalkyourdestiny. Okay. And so if you want to be a sponsor, you all, I do have different packages on ways that you can get your event out there, your business. If you have a product or service that you offer, or if you just want to shout out somebody else. I do have different packages. You can send me an email at teatimewithtara@gmail.com, and I can send you the different packages and opportunities, and we can go forward with that. Okay. Nothing is too small for your donation or your sponsorship. Well, nothing's too small for your donation. Sponsorship levels do start low and go higher. So you do have opportunities to sponsor at different levels and as much as you'd like. Okay. Remember, that's Tea Time with Tarah, and Tarah is TARAH at gmail.com. Okay. Now, I don't have any announcements for you guys today, and I have told you about the products. Again, if you want to connect with me on social media, you can do so at Stalk Your Destiny Official. That's on IG, Stalk Your Destiny Official. And then on Facebook at Tarah M. Williams, and that's TARAH. And for those of you who struggle with my name, it's Tarah like Sarah with the T. Okay. Tarah like Sarah with the T. So thank you all for considering donating. Thank you all who will be sponsoring the show. I look forward to working with you guys. Thank you all for tuning in today as well on the show. Be sure to share it with somebody and just continue the conversation, because I covered a lot. And I try to do that with you guys every Monday that I'm on here. I try to cover a lot so that you have something to think about later. You have something to go towards later. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up for you guys today. Let me know what you thought, for real. Let me know, because this is a little deep today. I kind of got into a lot of it. Okay. So BFAM 109.6. This is Tea Time with Tarah, live and on air. I am your host, Tarah M. Williams, the voice of faith, hope, love, and leadership. Here we discuss business and Bible basics. We believe you have a voice and it needs to be heard. Please be sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube page at Stalk Your Destiny. Also, catch previous episodes of the Tea Time with Tarah show, where I have guests who discuss what they need on their journey to stalking their destiny. And be sure to follow me on my social media handles, as I've just spoken. Again, I am Tarah M. Williams. You can find books, products, and services at www.stalkyourdestiny, y'all. I am the voice of faith, hope, love, and leadership. I will be back here next Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let somebody know about it so they can log on as well at BFAM109.6.com or at my YouTube page. Stalk your destiny. This has been Tea Time with Tarah, live and on air. Until next time.
I'm staying focused on what I'm gonna bring. I'm making that down, but I won't lose ground. 'Cause I'm still stuck in my destiny. I'm still stuck in my destiny.
Every time it's on everything, the life you choosing, I'm cheddaring. No matter the form of the weaponry, gotta keep stalking my destiny. Time's getting worse, I'm bettering. My sin is secure, ain't no tethering. I ain't gonna stop till I rest in peace and they put a hold on my great lettering. Every time, I ain't lay back unless I'm in my 300. Circle is little, cause I keep it 100. Minus my issues, I'm so hard when I'm on it. 100% ain't enough, I get 200. Every time, know what I'ma run from. I'm that one opponent, you don't want none from. Manual van where my strength get pumped from. So let's go ride to a child of God. Standing toe to toe, no hiding out. The Lord is with me, you can fight the rock. I got the sauce, you want my to hide. The destiny mine, I'ma stalk it out. The strength is having, you just bought it out. Your giant carcass, I'ma walk it out. You gon' be wishing that you wouldn't have called me out. Cause every time be on that throw down, let's get us a showdown. Come and get some, I got another go around. Big as they is, so hard they go down. Since destiny something we can't change, but quitting will stop you from great gains. And faith will make capable great things. I done decided to break pain. Lives around and call me on my A game, so speed like the A train. The thing that I'm stalking on, I gotta maintain. I'm by myself, I don't gang bang. When you wanna get in my crown, then I'm down every time, not just now and then. Yeah, I heard you got your thousands, but me, yo, I got my 10,000s. God gave me dreams doing that, I would chest it.